Don't time the market. Timing market and market is not good. It's very hard to do even for people who do it 24/7, and let alone people like myself and yourself. So, all right, how consistency beats timing every single time. No one times the market perfectly, but investing regularly means you buy in good times and bad, and that averages out to real growth over decades. Decades is the game, guys. It's not getting rich fast. It's start wherever you are, however old you are. Start putting a little bit after you have done went through all the other levels of wealth game. You don't want to spread yourself thin and invest something while you have thousands of dollars in debt. Get that out of the way. Pay it off. It's gonna take some time, and that's the least favorite level, and for me as well. But once that's done, then you can focus. Then you can focus on investing. All right. Why this step is where generational change starts. This is the first time you're not just surviving or fixing mistakes. You are building something that outlives you and changes options for your kids. So I'm not sure how it was for you. This is how it was for me. It is paycheck to paycheck, except overseas it was once a month. So in the beginning of the month we get paid, or my dad would get paid. We would eat some cold cuts and meats and yummy stuff, pelmeni, for those of you who know. By the end of the month, we eat ramen noodles. Even back then, I was like, man, why don't we just kind of spread it throughout the month, and may not have the lobster tails, which we didn't have lobster tails, but I'm just giving that an example. Instead of eating lobster tails and then chicken feet, why don't we just put somewhere in the middle and eat maybe steak here and there, and maybe some vegetables here and there, and have it kind of more steady. And I tried to do it one time, and my dad kind of vetoed that pretty quick. He wanted those cold cuts. And so, depending how you grew up, how your history with money, with your parents with money was, you may or may not have seen a good example. And generally, for most of us, we didn't. But this is where you start making changes to your now generations, to your kids, that they don't see you living paycheck to paycheck. I just spoke to a friend of mine. Oh man, I've known him for years, over 10 years. Yes. So over a decade. We worked together some jobs. We've done some things together. And this is where I'm at. And he just told me he has negative $900 on his checking account because of overdraft. I forgot what it's called. It makes my heart shrink, It's in your hands to do something about it. You can do that. I believe in you. And these steps, what can help you? But you have to make those steps. You have to take those levels one by one. But for that, what do you need to do? You need to do budget. You need to watch what you're spending, and watch what's going out, and work on your income. And he was always making more money than I have, always. Well, unless when we worked together, we were at the same pay. But this is very sobering and very saddening to me to see a friend of mine struggles like that. There's always somebody to blame. You always can blame somebody why you are in the place where you are. But I want to empower you. If you take responsibility, yes, you can do things. You cannot do much about exterior, outside of you, but you can do in you what needs to be done to get to these levels, and take step by step. It's gonna take years if you have a lot of debt. It doesn't matter. What's the alternative? Living paycheck to paycheck all your life, and that's how a lot of people live. And then they go and work at Walmart. Nothing against working at Walmart, but most people, I bet, not doing it out of a desire. Some do. Some get lonely, at older age. But most people, because they have not made these choices when they were younger, now they have to go and work until the day they die sometimes, unfortunately. All right. Let's get to some questions here. Mid 30s and nothing saved for retirement. What should I do?